Good morning students. In our today's English class we will be doing literature lesson 8, A Bitterly Cold Night. Now in this story, the setting of the story is of the 1920s. Halku, a tenant farmer. Tenant farmer means is a farmer by profession, but he does not have a farm of its own. He works on the other people's farm. Is out in the open, keeping a watch on his crop. Crop means जो खेती है उस पे he is watching in the night. He keeps a watch in the night in the fields. He doesn't even have a blanket. Blanket means kambal. Now how does he survive in this cold night? So the story is about this. Halku came in and said to his wife, "The landlord's come. Get the money you set aside. I'll give it to him and somehow or other will get another without it." Munni had been sweeping. She turned around and said, "But there are only 3 rupees. If you give them to him, where the blanket going to come from? How are you going to get through these January nights in the fields? Tell him we'll pay him after the harvest, not right now." Now the Halku, he comes in and he tells his wife that, "See, the landlord is come, you whatever money you have saved, you take out and give it to him." So the wife says, "See, we just have 3 rupees, and that also if we are going to give it to the landlord, that you have saved to buy a blanket, because in the night when you go to watch the crops, it is very cold, and how you are going to survive in this cold night? So we cannot give this money to the landlord." For a moment, Halku stood hesitating. Hesitating का मतलब होता है हिचकिचाते हुए खड़ा रहना. Without a blanket, he couldn't possibly sleep in the fields at night. But the landlord wouldn't be put off. He threatened and insulted him. So what it mattered if he did in the cold weather? Trying to coax his wife, Halku said, "Come on, give it to me. I'll figure out some other plan." Now Halku, first for a moment, Halku stood thinking, should he give the money or no? Because if he didn't give the money to the landowner, to the landlord, then he will insult him very badly. But then Halku said, "So what I will do without the blanket," he tells his wife, "but at least I will not get that insult. Let me give him the money and I will do without the blanket, and we will sort out some other plan. We will think out for something else for the blanket." Her eyes angry, Munni said, "You are already tired. Some other plan? Just tell me what other plan you have. Is somebody going to give you a blanket? We are already heavily in debt and we can't pay it off. What I say is, give up the tenant farming. The work's killing you. Whatever you harvest goes to pay the errors. So why are not giving it up? We are born just to keep paying the debts. Earn some money for your own belly." Belly means stomach. "Give up this kind of farming. I won't give you the money. I won't." Now Halku's wife Munni, she is determined not to give the money. She says, "Why don't you give up this type of farming and earn some money for ourselves? Whatever we are earning is all going in debts." Debts means कर्ज. सब कुछ तो कर्ज देने में चला जाता है, तो we are not saving anything, we are not having anything for ourselves. So she says to just change the work and do some other work. Sadly, Halku said, "Then I'll have to put up with the abuse." Abuse means galiyan. Losing her temper, Munni said, Why should he abuse you? Is this his kingdom?" But as he said it, she stopped frowning. The bitter truth in Halku's words completely dampened her spirit. Now Halku's wife Munni says that why is he going to abuse? ये उसका kingdom थोड़ी है. Kingdom means उसका राज थोड़ी है. Okay, we are not giving the money, we will give it afterwards. So what is there? She went to niche the wall, looked out the money and handed it over to Halku. "Give up this kind of farming," she insisted. "If you work as a hired labor, you least get enough money to eat. No one will be yelling insults at you. Your farm, someone else's land. Whatever you earn, you give it back to him and get insulted in the bargain. Now again Munni is just insisting and insisting that whatever you are earning, you are only getting nothing but insult and insult. You just keep on giving whatever earning is going to the landowner. So just give up this job. She just was fed up. She was tired. Halku took the money. It seemed as if he was tearing his heart out and giving it away. Tearing his heart means कि वो बिल्कुल मतलब अपने दिल का टुकड़ा दिए जा रहा था, बिकॉज उसने वो पैसा जो है ब्लैंकेट यानी कंबल के लिए सेव किया था, तो ऐसा लग रहा था कि वो अपना खुद का बॉडी से हार्ट निकाल के उसको दे रहा है. They saved the money piece by piece for his blanket. Today he was going to throw it away. With every step his hand sank lowered under the burden of his poverty. Poverty means गरीबी. मतलब हर कदम जो वो चल के जा रहा था उस लैंडलॉर्ड की तरफ, वो पैसे देने के लिए बिल्कुल वो अपनी गरीबी में दबता जा रहा था. ही वॉज लाइक वेरी टायर्ड, क्योंकि उसने वो एक एक पैसा जोड़ करके वो ब्लैंकेट के लिए इकट्ठा किया था. इट वॉज अ डार्क जनवरी नाइट इन द स्काई. इवन द स्टार्स सीम टू बी शिवरिंग. मतलब बहुत ठंड थी, ऐसा लग रहा था जैसे स्टार्स भी शिवरिंग मीन्स कांपना, ठंड से कांप रहे हो. All at the edge of the field, underneath a shelter of the cane leaves, Halku lay on a bamboo cot. Cot means charpai. Wrapped up in the old shawl, shivering underneath the cot, his friend Jabra the dog was whimpering with his muzzle pressed into his belly. Neither one of them was able to sleep. Halku curled up, drawing his knees close against his chin, and said, "Cold Jabra, don't tell you in the house that you couldn't lie in the paddy straw. So why did you come out here? Now you'll have to bear the cold. There is nothing I can do." Now it is very cold. Halku is lying on that in the fields on the cot. Cot means चारपाई पे लेटा हुआ है, और उसकी चारपाई के नीचे उसका फ्रेंड, उसका डॉग, वो जबरा, what was the name of the dog was Jabra. So he was also lying down, curled up, and Halku also, he had just one old torn shawl. So he says, "See, I told you, Jabra, to stay at home in the paddy, but why did you come here? Now it is so cold over here and I cannot do anything for you. Now you have to suffer like this only in the night with me." Jabra wagged his tail without getting up, protected. His whimpering into the long yawn of his was silent. Perhaps in his canning wisdom he guessed that his whimpering was keeping his master awake. Now Halku, he did not do anything, but he just went on wagging his tail because he understood that okay, his master is talking to him, and he just cuddled himself. Halku reached out his hand and patted Jabra's cold back. Patted मतलब उसकी थपथपी दिया उसने उस डॉग को. From tomorrow stop coming with me or the cold will get you. तो वो उसको कह रहा है कि तुम मेरे साथ कल से मत आना, नहीं तो ये ठंड तुम्हें लग जाएगी. This west wind comes from nobody knows where, bringing the icy cold with it. Somehow we'll get through the night. This is the reward you get for farming while some lucky fellows are sleeping. अब वो उसको कह रहा है कि देखो ये इतनी ठंडी हवा कहाँ से आती है पता नहीं चलता है, but see, this is the reward we are getting for farming, and while some people are sleeping nicely in their rooms, comfortably in the bed, in their house under goods, thick quilts, fat in strange. While we do the hard work, somebody else wraps the reward. So he's saying कि हम मेहनत करते हैं और दूसरे जो हैं वो उसका रिवॉर्ड ले जाते हैं, मस्त रज़ाई में कंबल में सो रहे होते हैं. Jabra looked at him, eyes overflowing with love. You have to put up with just one more cold night. Tomorrow I'll spread some straw. When you lie down in that, you won't feel the cold so much. तो हल्कू से जबरा से कह रहा है कि आज मैनेज कर लो, कल मैं थोड़ा सा तुम्हारे लिए स्ट्रॉ बिछा दूंगा तो तुमको ठंड नहीं लगेगी. Jabra put his paws on Halku's knees and brought the muzzle close. Halku felt his warm breath. Halku lay down and made up his mind to sleep, but he couldn't. He turned from side to side. Cold continued to torment him. अब हल्कू ने सोने की कोशिश करी बट वो सो नहीं पाया क्योंकि ठंड, उसको बहुत ज़्यादा ठंड थी, तो ठंड से वो परेशान हो रहा था. वो करवट पे करवट बदलता जा रहा था. When he could no longer bear it, he gently picked Jabra up and patting his head, got him to fall asleep in his lap. The dog's body gave off a kind of stink, but Halku, hugging him tight, experienced a happiness he didn't felt for months. Halku embraced him affectionately as he would a brother for a friend. He didn't resent his stink. This singular friendship warmed the whole being. नाउ हल्कू ने क्या किया कि उसने जबरा को पिक किया और अपने कॉट पर उसको गोद में सुला लिया. हालांकि हल्कू का जो ही वाज स्टिंकिंग बट द जबरा वाज स्टिंकिंग बट हल्कू कुड नॉट बॉदर अबाउट इट. व्हाट वाज देयर वाज द कंफर्ट. दोनों को एक दूसरे की बॉडी से वार्मनेस मिल रही थी. एंड दिस फ्रेंडशिप वाज लाइक अ ब्रदरहुड. दोनों एक दूसरे को इतना क्लोज हो गए, इतने ज़्यादा कि दिस वॉज लाइक एन एग्जाम्पल फॉर पीपल. सडनली जबरा पिक्ड अप द नॉइज ऑफ सम एनिमल. दिस स्पेशल इंटीमेसी with his master had profound a new alertness in him that ignored the bite of the cold wind. Springing up, he ran out of the shelter and began to bark. Halku whistled and called him several times, but Jabra did not listen to him. He went on barking. He could come back for a moment, then dash off again. The sense of duty had taken possession from him. Another hour passed. The cold increased. Halku sat up and bringing both knees tight against his chest, hid his face between him. But the cold was just biting. It seemed as though all his blood had frozen. That ice rather than blood filled his veins. He leaned back to look at the skies. How much of the night was still left? Night was not even 3 hours gone. Now suddenly अचानक से हल्कू ने और उसे जबरा ने अचानक से झाड़ियों में आवाज़ें सुनी और हल्कू वो जबरा जो है वी स्टार्टेड बार्किंग एंड बार बार आ रहा जा रहा था. हल्कू जो है वो उसको विसिल करके बार बार बुला रहा था बट जबरा डिड नॉट बॉदर क्योंकि उसके अंदर वो एक ड्यूटी का सेंस था. सो ही वेंट ऑन बार्किंग एट समबडी इन द बुशेस. अब वो इधर हल्कू को बहुत ज़्यादा ठंड लग रही थी, वो सिकुड़ के बैठ गया. ऐसा लग रहा था कि उसके जो वेन्स है उसमें ब्लड नहीं आइस फ्लो हो रहा है, इतनी ज़्यादा ठंड थी. उसने स्काई की तरफ देखा कि शायद अभी कितना रात बाकी है बट अभी तो रात सिर्फ शुरू हुई थी. Only a stone's throw from Halku's field there was a mango grove. The leaves had begun to fall and they were lying in a heap. Halku thought, if I got to make a pile of leaves, I can light a fire and keep myself warm. If nobody sees me gathering the leaves in the dead of night, I'll think it a ghost. Now he says कि थोड़ी सी दूर पे ही उसको मैंगो ग्रोव्स थे, मैंगो ट्रीज थे और वहाँ पे बहुत ज़्यादा लीव्स फैली हुई थी. तो उसको लगा कि अगर मैं वो पत्तियाँ इकट्ठे कर लेता हूँ और मैं जला लेता हूँ तो मेरी नाइट कट जाएगी, रात कट जाएगी. He ripped up some stalks from the nearby fields, made a broken out of them and picked up a lighted cow dung cake, went towards the grove. Jabra watched him coming and ran to him wagging his tail. अब उसने क्या किया कि उधर से उसने पत्तियाँ इकट्ठी करी. काउडंग मीन्स गोबर, सूखा हुआ जो गोबर पड़ा था उसने वो उठाया और सबका एक उसने ढेर बनाया. जबरा उसके पास वैगिंग मीन्स हिलाना, टेल हिलाता हुआ उसके पास पहुंच गया. Halku said, I couldn't stand it anymore, Jabra. Come along, let's go into the orchard and gather leaves to warm ourselves. When we are टोस्टेड विल कम बैक एंड स्लीप, द नाइट इज स्टिल फार एंड ओवर। तो उसने बोला कि चलो अपन, मेरे से अब ठंड बर्दाश्त नहीं हो रही, इज टेलिंग जबरा द डॉग कि चलो अपन ये सारा जो अपन ने काउडंग और ये लकड़ियाँ इकट्ठी करी है वहाँ जाके पत्तियाँ इकट्ठी करके और जला के अपन मस्त गर्म हो जाएंगे, फिर अपन वापस आकर के सो जाएंगे, अभी तो पूरी रात बाकी है। Now Jabra barked his agreement and trotted on towards the orchard. Under the tree it was pitch dark, and in the darkness the bitter wind blew, buffering the leaves and drops of dew dripped from the branches. अब जबरा जो है वो उसने अपना सिर हिलाता हुआ उसके पीछे पीछे चला गया, दोनों वहाँ चले गए। इतनी ठंड हो रही थी और पत्तियाँ जो है इतना डार्क हो रहा था, पत्तियाँ वहाँ पे खूब सारी गिरी हुई थी और उन्होंने उनको सबको इकट्ठा किया और वहाँ पे बैठ गए। Jabra had found a bone lying somewhere and he was chewing on it. Halko began to gather the leaves. In a little while he had a great heap. His hands were frozen, his bare feet numb, but he didn't pile up a regular mountain at the dry leaves, and by making a fire he drive away the cold. हल्कू को कहीं से एक बोन मीन्स हड्डी मिल गई, वो उसको लेके बैठ गया और उन लोग फायर के आगे मस्त आराम से अपने आप को गर्म करने लगे। In a little while the fire was burning merrily. The flames leaped upwards, licking at the overhanging branches. In the flickering light, the immense trees of the groves looked as though they were carrying the vast darkness on their heads. Halku sat before the fire and let it warm himself. After a while, he took off his shawl and tucked it behind him. Then he spread out both feet, and though challenging the cold to do its worst, victorious over the immense power of the winter, he could not repress his pride in his triumph. अब हल्कू जो था मस्त अपने आप को उस फायर में, ही वॉज वार्मिंग हिमसेल्फ। थोड़ी देर बाद उसने अपना शॉल निकाल दिया, अपने पैर फैला लिए और अपने पैर वैर को गर्म करने लगा। मतलब ऐसा लग रहा था जैसे वो उस कोल्ड को, उस सर्दी को चैलेंज कर रहा है कि ओके अब तुम मेरे को कितना परेशान कर सकते हो, करो। He said to Jabra, well Jabra, you are not cold now, are you? You should have thought of this plan. We should have thought of this plan before. Jabra wagged his tail. अब उसने जबरा को बोला कि देखो अब अपन मस्त गर्म हो गए ना, ये पता नहीं ये प्लान अपने को पहले क्यों नहीं आया। और जबरा भी उसके हाँ में हाँ अपना टेल हिलाने लगा। The leaves were all burned up. Darkness covered the orchard again. Under the ashes, a few embers slumbered, and when the gust of wind blew over them, they stirred up briefly and then flickered out again. अब आग तो कम हो गई थी, बुझ गई थी, लेकिन जो एशेस बची थी वो धीरे धीरे हवा की वजह से वो एशेस वो धीरे धीरे जलती जा रही थी और वो गर्माहट उनको मिलती जा रही थी। Halku wrapped himself up in the shawl again and sat by the warm ashes, humming a tune. The fire had warmed him through and he felt drowsy. अब हल्कू जो था उसने अपने आप को वापस शॉल वॉल लपेट लिया, अच्छा गर्म हो गया और मस्त गाना गुनगुनाने लगा। अब उसको नींद आने लगी। ड्राउजी मीन्स स्लीपी। Jabra gave a loud bark and ran towards the field. Halku realized that this meant a pack of wild animals had probably broken into the field. The night bee, wild cattle. They distinctly heard the noise of them moving around. Then he seemed to him they were grazing. He could hear the sound of nibbing. Nibbing means कुतरना। अब हल्कू जो जबरा जो था वो भौंक करके और झाड़ियों में चला गया। अब हल्कू को लगा कि ओके कोई वाइल्ड एनिमल्स रात को आ गए हैं और उसको उनके खाने की आवाज़ें भी आ रही थी कि वो चबा रहे हैं, बट उसको इतना ठंड लग रही थी और आलस आ रहा था कि ही डिडंट वांटेड टू गेट अप। ही थॉट नो विंड जबरा अराउंड, नो एनिमल कैन गेट इनटू द फील्ड। ही ट्रिप्ड इट टू शेड्स। I must have been mistaking. Now there's no sound at all. I must have been mistaking. He shouted, Jabra, Jabra. Jabra went on barking and did not come to him. अब हल्कू जो है वो बार बार जबरा को बुलाता जा रहा था। उसने कहा अरे कोई साउंड नहीं है, जबरा के रहते कोई एनिमल आएगा नहीं, मुझे पता है। बट जबरा जो था वो वापस आ ही नहीं रहा था और वो वहाँ कंटिन्यूसली बार्क करता जा रहा था. Again there was a sound of munching and crunching in the field. He could not have been mistaken this time. It really hurt to think about getting up from where he was. It was so comfortable there that he seemed intolerable to go to the field in the cold and chase animals. He didn't stir. अब उसका बिल्कुल मन नहीं हुआ कि मैं उठ करके ठंड में जाके उन एनिमल्स को भगाऊं. उसको वापस साउंड सुनाई देने लगा, बट देन he didn't wanted to get up and go. He only shouted at the top of his lungs. बस जोर से आवाज़ें लगा रहा था, शू शू हिलो हिलो करके आवाज़ें लगा रहा था. Jabra started barking again. There were animals eating the fields just when the crops was ready. What a fine crop it was. And these crushed. Now अब क्या हुआ कि जबरा जो था वो बस भौंकता जा रहा और इतनी बढ़िया क्रॉप्स जो है वो एनिमल्स खाते जा रहे थे. Animals were destroying it with a firm resolve to got up and took a few steps. But suddenly a blast of icy wind pierced him like the sting of scorpion. Scorpion means बिच्छू. अब वो उसने सोचा भी कि उठ करके मैं जाऊं, बट अचानक से एक ठंडी विफ आई जो ऐसा लगा जैसे कहीं बिच्छू ने डंक मार लिया हो. So he went back and sat down there and he did not bother to get up and go. He went back, sat by the extinguished fire and stirred up the ashes to warm the chilly body. Stirred up the ashes means जो राख थी उसको थोड़ा सा उसने हिला दिया ताकि उसमें से गर्माहट निकलती रहे. जबरा was barking his lungs out. Barking his lungs out का मतलब जोर जोर से वो भौंकते ही चला जा रहा था. The wild cattle were devastating the field and Halku went on sitting peacefully near the warm ashes. His drowsiness held him motionless. अब उसको इतनी नींद आने लगी कि वो वहाँ पर सो ही गया. Wrapped in the shawl, he fell asleep on the warm ground near the ashes. वो उन राख के पास सो गया. When he woke up in the morning, the sun was high and Munni was saying, "Do you think you're going to sleep all day? You come out here and lit a fire while the whole field was being flattered." Now उधर पे मुन्नी उसकी वाइफ खड़ी है, उसको बोल रही है कि तुमको लगता है कि तुम सारा दिन भर भी सोओगे क्या? तुम तो यहाँ आकर के सो गए और उधर खेत जो है वो फ्लैटेंड मीन्स पूरी फ्लैट हो गई है, सब खत्म हो गया है वहाँ पर. Halku got up and said, "Then you've just come from the field. Yes, it's all ruined and you couldn't sleep like that." अब वो कह रहे अच्छा तुम इसका मतलब खेतों से आ रही हो. तो उसने कहा हाँ, और वहाँ सब कुछ डिस्ट्रॉय हो गया है. Halku sought an excuse. "I nearly died and just managed to get through the night and you worry about your crops. I had such a pain in my belly that I can't describe it." अब हल्कू जो है वो एक एक्सप्लेनेशन दे रहा है कि तुम्हें उस क्रॉप्स की पड़ी है और मैं तो मरते मरते बचा हूँ. मेरे इतना तेज पेट में दर्द होने लगा, इतनी बुरी हालत हो गई कि मैं बस सर्वाइव कर पाया हूँ किसी तरह से. Then the two of them walked to the edge of their land. He looked. The whole field had been trampled and Jabra was stretched out as though he was dead. They continued to stare at the ruined field. Munni's face was shadowed with grief, but Halku was content. Content means satisfied. Munni said, "Now you'll have to hire yourself out to earn some money to pay off the rent and taxes." With a content smile, Halku said, "But I won't have to sleep nights out here in the cold." अब वो दोनों अपने घर की तरफ जाने लगे और उन्होंने देखा कि फील्ड जो है वो पूरा खाली हो चुका है और जबरा जो है वो वहाँ पे फ्लैट लेटा हुआ है, बिल्कुल जैसे डेड है वो. एंड उसकी वाइफ कहती है देखो अब सब कुछ ख़त्म हो गया, अब तुमको और मेहनत करके पैसा इकट्ठा करना पड़ेगा कि किराया वगैरह देना है और कैसे हमको मैनेज करना पड़ेगा. तो हल्कू जो था ही वॉज सेटिस्फाइड. कंटेंट मीन्स सेटिस्फाइड. एक सेटिस्फैक्शन की स्माइल लाता है और कहता है कि बट अब मेरे को इस सर्द भरी रातों में यहाँ खेतों में नहीं सोना पड़ेगा. सो दिस इज़ व्हाट द story is all about. I will be sending you the question answers. You do the work in the copy. Any doubts you can ask me.